Oh boy, Halloween 3. This will be a discussion discuss.
I will be on the right side today.
You will be on the wrong side, FYI.
The wrong side.
FYI for the viewers, you are on the wrong side.
FYI.
And nobody can
Some people can't appreciate greatness.
It's not greatness.
Okay, and maybe it's not greatness. That is a little exaggeratory, but
a little. That is like way out of this world.
This is very good.
Like.
Okay, rankings.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Crazy boy. 9
You're
out of 10.
crazy.
9 out of 10 for me. Okay.
9 out of 10.
You go first. Explain why.
Okay. First of all, it's stupid and it's stupid and it's dumb, but it's also stupid and it's stupid and I don't like it. It's not as bad as like Sixer ends, but it's stupid. It's stupid, and it's also stupid.
So none of those are actual reasons.
Okay, so it's kind of like a Pokemon game, to where half of the things are freaking. Half of the movie is talking. It's kind of like a Pokemon game, to where every single time you think you're about to get, or something's about to get good, freaking talking happens and you're just stuck there talking and you can't move on because there's too much talking. That's what this whole movie is. And they like the whole romance thing, and then she was a robot. That's stupid.
Hey, finish.
No.
Okay, well, I'm explaining to you why it is a good movie. First of all,
because you like it. Yeah, that's stupid. That's a stupid reason, Dad.
First of all,
no.
If this movie was just called Season of the Witch,
I still wouldn't like it.
Halloween 3, it would be celebrated as one of the best Halloween movies of all time.
No, it wouldn't.
Just the fact that it's called Halloween 3
stupid.
and the fact that it doesn't have Michael Myers in it is the only reason why people don't like it, when it actually is a very good movie. So, now that you have your counterpoint of stupid, let me actually spit some facts at you. Okay. So, the reason why it is good, well, let's just take place of the whole thing of it actually feels more of a Halloween-y movie than almost any of the other Halloween movies. I mean, the fact that the 3 more days till Halloween, it's almost like a build up, and it really feels so spooky, and all the kids wearing the mask and sitting in front of the TV, and you just wonder, what is this all going to lead up to?
The countdown isn't even cool. That's what a calendar's for.
Well, no, because a calendar doesn't sing you great tunes, okay?
A calendar could be like, hey, you don't have to sit here and listen to all.
Also,
Halloween. That's all stupid.
Let's look into the fact that it's actually one big, huge prank. Remember the bad guy in it, even though he's a witch and Sam Hain and all that, he started off as, a big prankster. That's what they said. They said at the beginning of the film that, he was one of the biggest first toy makers, and pranks and gags. And whenever he explains himself, he says this would be the biggest prank, the prank on the children, the prank on the families. And, we really got to delve into the fact that it has 2 really, really, really iconic scenes. The first one is the scene where that crazy stuff is about to happen. And it starts going from town to town, and it shows you, all these different kids from all the different towns ready to explore and basically go home and die. And then that really iconic part where they're saying, kids, come down, get ready, it's about to happen, put on your silver shamrock mask. And it's hard to get my point across when you're mocking me. But then, and even you have to admit that whole thing is very cool, and then that awesome shot.
I'll have to admit anything's cool because the whole movie's kind of dumb.
Wherever the kids in the mask, they're walking up and they know the fate is happening, and then also literally, one of the coolest scenes is whenever they have that family in there and they think that they're about to be waiting on a business meeting and stuff. And, the kid's like, I don't want to go to the bathroom. It's like, no, they can't leave for now. And then he's having that guy sit down. He's like, watch this. This is what's going to happen to basically everybody all across America. And then the TV comes on, starts playing the commercial. The kid starts looking, and then all of a sudden, as it's boom, 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 that sound alone almost is anxiety inducing. And then all of a sudden his head starts to decay. Snakes start to come out of his head. Roaches. It bites the mom, and freaking the dad goes down, the mom goes down. It's total pandemonium. And in your head, this is what's going to happen. That's why it's so great later on in the film. Whenever he's on call and he's like, hey, change the channel, and it works. And the next one, it works, and then you can't get the last one off off air. And because of that scene, exactly what's about to happen and what is happening all over the country and all over potentially the world, however big Silver Shamrock's reach actually is. A negative that I will give you about it is I do find the fact that the girl that the guy is with, the love interest, and also the one girl's dad, the father of the guy that went missing, the guy that died in the hospital, is an animatronic, which, you could say that maybe, like, she became an animatronic, after they got captured by Silver Shamrock, but I just find that very unsatisfactory, in my opinion. I get that they kind of did it for, like, a shock turn, but I don't know, I really didn't understand that. And I will give you credit that there are some, times in between that are a little bit boring before the action really happens, but almost every time that the action happens, it's really cool. It has some of the best deaths, out of almost any horror movie I've ever seen. Like whenever they rip the guy's head off, whenever they go into the hospital, and he basically just snuffs that guy's face in, and then one of my favorites too is when the lady's messing with the Silver Shamrock mask and it shoots up, blasts her in the face, and rocks her. So I give it a 9 out of 10 because no, do I think it's a perfect movie? Absolutely not. But do I think this movie would be held? And now, by the way, it's still being reappraised. It's finally being reappraised by people, and people actually started to come along to this movie. It's actually, for the longest time, it was, everybody was like, oh, I don't like that movie, blah, blah, blah. But really, the only good answer they had against it is that Michael wasn't in it. Now, it's actually being appraised as a really, really great Halloween classic. I think if you rebrand the whole damn movie
it's not.
as Season
Which
of the
is
Witch,
not. It's not.
It's a great
not.
classic film.
It's not.
Anyway, I said my piece.
not.
What do you have to say? Let's actually hear some facts instead of stupid. What do you actually not like?
Okay.
And here. Because even on ones, because I'll tell you, there's some later on this franchise that I have solidly at a 0 that I hate. But I can probably even come up with 1 or 2 good things about it. Let's see if you can try to make yourself say at least one good thing about it before you go on a huge rant about why you do not like it. Challenge yourself. Give yourself at least one thing that you somewhat like. I know that scene. I know you like the scene where it jumps from town to town to town.
I like that kids die. I think that's fun. That kids die.
This kid's a psychopath. Okay. All right. Any final thoughts on Halloween?
Things are cool, especially when people die.
Final thoughts on Halloween 3?
Really stupid. It's also stupid and too much talking. It would be a cooler movie if, like, it was half an hour shorter and they cut out, like,
the movie is half an hour.
Half an hour shorter.
So you're saying it basically doesn't exist?
No, the movie isn't only half an hour. The movie.
Oh, half an hour. I thought it was an hour and a half. Duh. My brain's not working because I'm so flabbergasted by how much hate I have for this movie.
Okay. So if it was only an hour long and they cut out most of the talking, it would be okay. But, like, still, it would be stupid and I still wouldn't watch it. I would be like, it's still not worth watching it.
I think some of the talking is absolutely needed because I love the whole class warfare.
Yeah, well, you're freaking stupid.
Well, I really love the whole class
stupid,
warfare aspect of it. Like whenever he's talking to the homeless guy, and you know they're discussing how to drink, and he said, do you think that when he came into town, that they hired one single local boy? Absolutely not. They brought all the men from out of state, and you know you really see the whole town. Basically, this guy's taking over the whole town, and I don't know, like I do love that aspect that he's like he starts talking out against, you know, the big giant corporation. He's like, you know, one of these days it'll be one of their last Halloweens. I'm gonna take Molotov cocktail and burn the whole thing down, and the camera catches them. It's almost like, you know, like the evil fascist communist state, big business, you know, running in, making sure that the town acts exactly how they need to act. And then as soon as he talks up about it, you know, it's like the goons come in and take him out. You know?
Really fast, I did want to say something that I noticed about every single horror movie, part 3. So, I've noticed every single part 3 in horror movies is either a complete miss or a complete hit. Like, freaking Halloween 3, it's miss. Freaking Nightmare on Elm Street 3, it's good. So what I'm trying to say is
he doesn't like Halloween 3. That's what he's trying to say.
No. Not what I'm trying to say right now. What I'm trying to say is every single part 3 movie, like movie directors out here, you need to make sure your part 3 isn't going to be a miss, because
part 3 is all out there in the world.
Yeah, because Child's Play, miss part 3. We have every part 3 in horror movie history is a hit or miss. Am I not wrong?
That is true. But you could also argue the fact that almost every movie is either a hit or a miss, depending on if it's good or not. But back to something that we will agree on, and that will be the next video, is
Halloween 4,
which, in my opinion, is the greatest sequel to the original 1978
Halloween 4
film.
is so freaking it's so underrated.
Well, that is the great thing about it, though. It is, you could say it's underrated, but I think it is widely held as one of the greatest sequels.
No, I mean, like, whenever people think of like Halloween movies that they like, they think of Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 2018.
Yeah,
Number 3 is not the best one.
My brother just off camera.
No,
Halloween
cut the
3,
camera.
Best one.
Halloween 3 is dumb. Bye bye.
Yo,
Dumb Halloween 3.